Alright. Oop, there it goes. So, this is Nerdarchy Nubs with Nerdarchy.com for nerds by nerds. We are showing off For Honor here today. This is kind of an interesting take. Well, there we go. Kiro's back from our previous broadcast. Hello, Kiro, all the way from Holland. So yeah, this is an interesting take on a fighting game. There's no super special moves. There's no magic. There isn't a lot of fantasy. It is raw. It is brutal. I'm gonna preface this with, this is not a video for children. Do not have young kids watch this. There will be blood. There will be violence. If you speak Icelandic, Gaelic, Japanese, or Roman Italian, Latin, you will hear curse words. This game is not for children. Moving on. Okay. Contacting the servers. We're coming in. Now, the interesting thing is, this game, everything you do affects the world. This is a constant war. We are currently in the tail end of round 1 in Season 3. You will see the current standing between the 3 factions. We have the Vikings, the Samurai, and the Knights. Yes! I am currently fighting for the Vikings. So, as you can see up in the upper right-hand corner there, the Vikings are currently winning, though if we don't pull our head out of our butt, we're going to lose to the Samurai. From the left to the right, those symbols, the yellow is the Knights, red is the Vikings, and turquoise? I think that's turquoise. That is the Samurai. Now, this game is interesting in the fact that you have essentially bounties that you can do. Complete 2 matches in any game mode, perform 10 takedowns in any game mode. Those are easy to do, okay? Occasionally there's an event that's going on. Hello again, Kiro. Welcome back. So let's choose out our orders, because this will help me decide where I'm going to show you first. Complete 5 matches with 5 different heroes. That's actually a really good one for doing this video, so I could show you everyone. Complete 7 duels. Perform 10 executions. Yes, please. Revive 2 allies. Revive 5 allies. We can complete those at the same time. We'll pick those up later when I clear out some space. Perform 24 takedowns as a hybrid. Alright, we'll do that one too. Okay, so going in, we have whatever event is going on is going to be up here in the north, is currently the contested area. Apparently that closed down. They're tabulating the results. Everything's good and go. We have Dominion, which is like classic capture the flag with a medieval twist. We got Duel and Brawl. Duel is one-on-one. No special abilities, no extra equipment. It is skill on skill. Brawl is the same thing, except for you have a buddy at your back. It's 2-on-2. Deathmatch, which is one of my favorites, is actually 2 modes in one. We have Elimination, which is 4-on-4. When you drop, you're gone. And then there's Skirmish, which is just rack up as many kills as you can. Yeah, I will be showing off duel later, Kiro. So, actually, let's adjust our orders here, and we'll yeah. All right, we'll do that. Yeah, I'll show off the duels first. Okay, we're gonna go player versus AI, just because I feel like taking it easy today. Okay, duels. Plus, player versus AI loads up a crap ton faster. Here we go. Here's all the characters you can choose as. Now, in each vertical column is each faction. We have the Knights on the left, Vikings in the middle, Samurai on the right. Each time, or each situation is a different type. As you can see, this one's called the Warden. He is a Vanguard. He is rated as easy to play. All the ones on the top here, the Raider, we'll load him up, is another Vanguard. Another Vanguard. He's the Kensei. Conqueror, one of my personal favorites, is Heavy. The Vanguards are like good at everything. They're the easy mode. Heavies, slow, powerful, can take a shot like a mother. And we got the Assassins. They can't block for beans, but they are fast. They are deadly. They hit hard. We have the. I would love to learn how to play these guys better, but I'm not that good at them. The Nerdarchy, who is rated as hard, but is probably actually the easiest assassin to pick up. Then we've got hybrids, who are a combination of two different types, such as this guy, Lawbringer, is a heavy Vanguard. We got Valkyrie, who is an assassin heavy. And we've got the Nobushi, who is a assassin Vanguard. Then these four down here came in with the season pass. You do not start with them. They're very expensive to pick up, but I have the season pass, so I get them. We have the Centurion, who is a hybrid. The Highlander, fellow Celt like myself, is the hybrid. He's awesome. The Shinobi, I love these guys. These are fast, psychotic little bladed things of doom. And then there's the Gladiator. I also like the Gladiator. The Gladiator's just great. He's an assassin too. Now, interesting note, you can do a lot with the I'm actually going to quit out here and show you something. Wrong menu. Customize, store, social, profile. Yeah, there is no ranged combat in this. Well, there's a couple special abilities, but you there's no like guy who just sits there with a bow, and that's for balance reasons. Now, what I was trying to say is the shields, the emblems that you can put both as your player icon as well as the you could put them on your equipment with your characters and whatnot. There's a lot you can do with them, a lot of options. And why this is significant is because they can easily emulate coat of arms, such as what I have there is not an exact copy, but it is a pretty close representation of the coat of arms for my particular faction of the Sandefjord family. So what you see there is actually my family coat of arms. Close to it. It's not an exact copy, but it's pretty close. And there was one I just made dicking around. So, yeah. And the knights get hexagonal shields. The samurai get big old rectangles. And etc., etc. Moving on. So, we were going into duel. So, we're gonna go play. I need to play as 5 different characters, so let's start with Conquer. Ah, I love the drums in this game. Now, even though there's no special abilities and everything else, every class plays drastically different than others. Beyond that, you can use equipment to increase your speed, increase your damage, but everything you increase lowers something else. So every single character, every single player is going to act completely different than another. Let's see here. Come here. Come on. Like I said, not for kids.
Round 2.
I'm playing the Conqueror. My opponent is a Valkyrie, which is one of the few female-only classes. This game has great gender representation. Oop. I should have blocked that, but I didn't. I don't know about that, but I do know that this game does appear on Xbox as well. I think on PC too. As you can see, the screen grayed out, which means my character is exhausted because, let's face it, this stuff is not light.
Victory.
Two minutes, 21 seconds. Not a bad time. Alright, Kiro, since you're watching, I'll let you choose. Who do you think I should play as next? I'm gonna open up my front door here. It's really hot while you're choosing. Alright. Well, that his statement. How about we go with the 30 of left? I don't know what left is, but... Oh, you mean a knight. Got it. 30. What's a 30? Yeah, let's go with the Centurion. I've got 7 matches of dueling to do, so we'll just rock this. 3 of left. Okay, cool. I'll do him next. I think you're referring to the Peacekeeper. I officially suck at the Peacekeeper, but I will give it a whirl for you. You're referring to the Assassin's Creed looking one.
Round 1.
Ah, I'm fighting one. That sucked. I kept trying to push her off the cliff to show something off, and it didn't work. Pushing leaves you very vulnerable.
Victory! Round.
Hey, you're not supposed to dodge. What the hell just happened? Okay, I got no idea what just happened.
Round 4.
Oh, that was funny. Alright, so, this game is all about timing. Unless you're an assassin, you can sit there with one side defended. If you're an assassin, you have to actually time it. You'll see that little arrow pointing in the direction. That's which side I'm blocking. And it's all about... Oop. That was close. Ah, he won. Yeah, not that good at the Centurion, but yeah. Made him work for it though. Anyway, you block a side, and you attack from a side, and they're able to block too. Orders completed. And you can see you can customize just about every facet of your weapon, your armor. Match is good. Alright, so we're 2 matches in. You wanted me to do the assassin. For the knights, that's known as the Peacekeeper. I am not good with these guys. I am fair warning. I suck. But we're gonna go with that. Peacekeeper on Peacekeeper combat. Now the cool thing about the assassin is the other player can't see what side you're attacking from until right when the attack's coming. My roommate's really good with the Peacekeeper. Oh, this ain't good. Not a time to be exhausted.
Victory. Round 2.
Ah! Wasn't holding the R2.
Victory. Round 3.
Come on, you little butthead. All right.
Victory.
So yeah, that's the called the Assassin's Creed character, known as the Peacekeeper. What is that? Round 3? Yeah, round 3. Okay, let's rock something new. Yeah. I got my Raider looking like Master Blaster from, well, I don't know what you're into, Kiro, but I do love, For Honor. I get a lot of time out of it. Right now, Humble Bundle has a great situation where you can pay about $6, give or take, and get like 9 or 10 games, including Borderlands 2 Ultimate Edition. That could be a cheap way. Oh shoot! Oh crap! Shigoki. This is the ultimate of the heavies I'm fighting here. So if I'm silent, it's because I'm trying to concentrate, because this guy will tear me a new one. I have to outrun him or he will kill me. Yeah! See, he's got a little shield on him that prevents the first hit from actually stunning him and breaking his combo, so he can usually just tank through a shot and hit you hard.
Round 2.
It also prevents me from using my major class ability. No. Yeah, see? I hit him, he didn't even stop. That guy's a nightmare.
Round 3.
Fast characters like the Shinobi tear him a new one, though. I'm just not the right class for this.
Victory.
I haven't played one since SimCity did its debacle with the online play thing that they did, and that didn't go well for Electronic Arts, I'd like to say, was the one that did that. Yeah. Alright, that was pretty brutal.
Victory.
Alright, so, yeah, I haven't played a lot of city builders. I did play a pretty good port of SimCity onto... that was actually put out by Electronic Arts. Put out onto the iPhone. That was pretty fun. No, it's not as brutal as Mortal Kombat. Well, not until you start playing as the Highlander. Or other characters who are just... Wah. Let's make somebody bleed. But no, this is more realistic damage, realistic brutality. It's not anything you cannot actually achieve in the real world, which is kind of nasty and impressive. The fatalities are all things that they actually went to doctors and said, hey, will this kill somebody? Oh, gonna be against a warden. That's gonna be fun. Bleed. Now you see his health is dropping. Yeah, they go for realism. I wouldn't be surprised if they had studied by stabbing pigs and stuff, because pigs are very similar to humans in how they bleed and react, but yeah, even the blood splatters are realistic. Gonna just let him bleed to death.
Victory. Round 3. Victory.
Yeah. Now, let me get through this part. Orders completed. Reached level 18. I just make it look easy. Honestly, I'm not that good. Reached level 20. Okay. So, like I said, you can deploy and affect the real world and everything. Like, I'm gonna attack there and place my war banner. I'm gonna quit to world map real quick because I don't know.
Try to put a screen protector on it, and there's like dust and stuff underneath it that I can see.
back into the duels. Anyway, so based on your performance in each match, you end up actually doing effects like changing the outcome of the war and everything. I had deployed my war banner, so all my changes go to that place to attack and try to take that from the samurai. And you can also defend, or if you don't have a war banner set, you take all that you've earned and at the end of each round deploy it across all the territories evenly. So you can go either way. It's actually steel, not gold. You can unlock all your character's abilities early, which honestly is a waste because it doesn't take long to get all the abilities unlocked. You can also do charismatic things like charismatic things like, if you see my characters have headdresses, that comes from the season pass. You can buy those with steel. You're not required to have any. That smoky effect my character has, that's another charismatic effect. There is no pay to win situation here. You can also use steel to buy equipment, which it's not going to win you a day. All it'll do is make you as powerful as your experience level denotes you should be, kind of counteracting the effect of having bad luck with your loot draws.
Victory!
But really, there's no pay to win in this. All the money is charismatic effects, and you can buy champion status, which gives you more XP, better loot drops, and that's about it, really. Now, an interesting note about this game is, yes, I hate it too. I wholeheartedly agree. An interesting thing about this game is that the characters speak the languages of the lands they come from. For instance, the raider I played earlier, he
Round one.
speaks a mix of Icelandic and Danish. I think that's the way you describe that language. And this character speaks Gaelic.
Done my glass. Victory!
God, this guy looks so much like my grandpa. If my grandpa had blonde hair, this would be the dude. Oh, lava. Wonder if I'm gonna be able to chuck the dude in there. Yeah! Yeah, like okay, for instance, when you do the zone attack for the raider, he speaks an Icelandic phrase that essentially translates to "I'll tear you into pieces."
Victory!
Alright, we're going to quit to the map so I can complete other things. And in the process, we're going to... There we go. Medic. Now I gotta stay as a hybrid, which I'm going to be concentrating on our resident Highlander. Which, since you... Kiro, since you, like little Easter eggs, let me show you some stuff. And we will go to the appearance. Okay. So the Highlanders are a male-only faction, or fighter. But what's interesting, and this is documented in history, they weren't always white. That being said, they were primarily of Scottish descent. And if you look, those paint jobs and stuff are straight out of many of the clans out there. You got engravings. Okay, that looks cool. I'm actually gonna use that. That's actually, you know, true Celtic knotting with Nordic influences, which is what northern Scotland and Ireland have. You know, it's not anything modern. As this is made by Ubisoft, there is some influence from
Find a clean place to do this without dust blowing in. Every time I try to clean it, stuff keeps landing on it.
sorry, my fiance is talking about putting a screen protector on. Try go into the bathroom, sweetie. That might work.
Already did.
Okay. There's an extra one over there.
Hmm?
There's an extra screen protector over there.
There's nothing on that one.
Okay.
I have a third one in there, but I'm just frustrated, so I'm not going to try it right now.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, these are all from the clans and everything else. You can put them all over your character. I'm gonna make the carving match. So my family's crest is a falcon. Now, normally you get to do pallets swaps and everything like that. But you get one for whenever you're dueling, which is kind of like your, I want to be, this is me when I'm being me. One for when you're on the side of attacking, and one for when you're on the side of defense. What I've noticed is that the actual plaid they put there, which is actually referred to as tartan, is real tartans. I've looked them up. They actually exist. These are real clan tartans. I cannot find my family's, which is known as Black Swatch, but the one known as Queenly comes fairly close. If the white on here was actually black and it had gold frocks, that would be my clan's tartan. This right here is pretty close to Robert the Bruce, who was the first free king of Scotland. Let's see here. This one here is wait, no, not that one. This one here is fairly close to my friend's clan. He specifically asked me not to mention him, but this is a very ancient clan. They come from the Highlands, so they actually were Highlanders. Now, check this. Actually, I'm gonna scavenge gear, premium pack. Let's give him a few things to play with here. Just so I can actually show this off. Aha! Got a blade. I am actually of Black Irish and in Norwegian descent. My family came over to the States very recently, as in the last century and a half, give or take. We were not like in the Mayflower and whatnot, because my father was so old when he had me. We very much so carry the old ways still. You know, like most of my friends going into school and everything, they would say, oh, my dad served in Vietnam or Desert Storm or whatever. I'm 32 currently, by the way. My father served in Korea, a little older. And history has always been a passion of mine. And thankfully I have two parents that are highly intelligent, and both of which have done vast amounts of study into our family as well. My mother is of the MacNeil clan, and my father is of the Sandefjords of Norway. So, that answers that question. To get into this, okay. You can customize everything about your character. Not every single facet like Fallout, but you can put your own spin on just about everything, okay? Oh, excuse me. Dr. Pepper coming to haunt me there. Now, the stats for each piece change. Like, each piece is worth a different thing. Each one has 3 different stats, and they combine to become your character. Now, we'll start at the blade. And it doesn't matter what class you play, they all have 6 categories. 3 for the weapon, 3 for the armor. Typically the armor consists of helm, chest plate, and arms, which is a combination of bracers, pauldrons, etc. Now, the weapon typically consists of a blade of some sort or a striking surface for the bludgeoning types, or piercing point, and a handle of some sort, as well as a offhand effect, because the claymore that this guy wields is so big, his offhand is really just another part of the sword. So, to start with the blade, from the top to the bottom, we have the attack, which is how much damage you do. Defense penetration, when somebody blocks your shot, how much damage do you still do? Block damage is how much damage do you take in when you block, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how that works. Yeah. Oh, there, I can pull up everything. Anyway. Stats legend. Ah, there we go. Haha! I figured this out. Mwahaha! Okay, defense penetration. Decreases the opponent's defense when hit by your hero's normal attack. The opponent's defense can never be reduced below 0. So, okay. Yeah, it's another way of increasing your damage. It's attack, but for when they have high defense. Block damage. Increases the damage dealt by normal attacks when blocked by an opponent. The attack stat does not affect block damage. Okay, cool. Didn't know if the attack stat didn't affect it, so now I've learned something. Alright, the hilt has attack, execution, health regen, and revive speed. Execution health regen increases the health gained by your hero whenever you do a successful execution. Not just normal kill, but one of the finishing moves, if you will. And it also increases the speed at which you revive your allies. The guard has attack, revenge gained, which is how much you charge your super mode whenever you're attacked, not when you attack. And revenge mode attack is how much extra damage you do when in revenge mode. Now, the armor. All three of them have defense, which reduces the damage you take other than bleed damage and feet damage. The helm makes you recover from the exhausted effect quicker. It also reduces the effects of bleed, stuns, and feet effects, such as the catapult and stuff. The chest increases how much extra life you get while you're in super mode, or revenge mode, if you will. It also determines how long you're in defense mode, or the super mode. Now, personally, I actually like the duration to be really, really low, so that I can get that life bar up over and over and over. That's what I do with my Conqueror, and I'm damn near unkillable because of it. Anyway, the arms do stamina cost reduction, which means each swing takes less and less amount of stamina, and it also increases how fast your stamina recovers when you are done swinging around like a moron. Now we're going to change my gear up. And which one do I like the look of most? I'm going to show something. Okay. So, I like the look of this blade, but this blade has better stats. So what I can do is do a change look and pop. And now it is a Buxus blade, but with the stats of what it previously was. So, good to go. That. Doesn't look like I got anything that's really that good. At least not for my playstyle. But it gives me a chance to show something else off. Okay, so something you can do is using up resources that you get for selling stuff, as well as steel. You can upgrade your gear. As you can see, it's increasing both the deficit that this piece of equipment gives me and the bonus. So now it's much stronger. Just me, or is his head changing shape with the helmet?
It does.
That is weird. wow. That looks like my uncle. Like a lot. Huh. Alright, we're gonna change the look of that one. Alright, we are all souped up, and we are gonna go into Dominion. Dominion. As this is a multiplayer mode, it takes a little longer to get in, but not that bad. We're gonna see now we have abilities. Each class has their own specialties. I have mine set the way I like it. And we gonna go in here. We're gonna have 3 allies, and we're gonna be against 4 guys, and this is gonna be essentially capture the flag. And 509 Smoker is going to be my guinea pig, because I'm going to report him. Though I gotta hand it to him, that took effort to make his shield icon into a middle finger. Match, scoreboard, report offensive emblem. Poof, and we're in. Okay. Alright, looks like I entered into a game hot, so that means it is already in progress.
You lost Zone C.
I'm not the fastest dude in the world. And unlike the duels, you can see this is an actual battlefield. We are affecting the world. Especially for that guy I just smashed in the head. Oh, no, it's cool, dude. Oh, we got a raider coming in. And one of our guys just took a flying leap of faith and killed that dude. Alright, that's not cool. You sit on one of your captured spots where it's not contested, you will heal.
Victory!
Next match will be longer because I won't be entering halfway through. Alright, I have just reached Reputation 1, which puts me in the next tier of gear. I can start getting blue type equipment. Blue is much more powerful. Much more powerful. And orders. You can vote on maps. High Fort. Can guarantee we're gonna do the High Fort. Maybe I should braid my beard like he has his. I don't know, what do you think? Should I go with the Highlander beard? Y'all like bushy down to about an inch or two and then braid it from there below. What is WW? I'm not familiar with what WW is. Ah, gotcha.
You captured Zone A.
Okay, you need to get off me.
Don McGlass! You captured Zone C.
Thank you. See, the Highlander's special thing is that when he swings his blade two-handed, he cannot be blocked. Well, the Conqueror, his special thing is he can block almost anything. Almost, because well, he can't do dick about the Highlander. So, needless to say, the Highlander just tears him a new one, and it's ridiculous.
Lost Zone A.
We'll capture this.
You captured Zone A.
He is and he isn't. When he cannot be blocked, he can't block either. So, it balances out in the fact that if you can outpace him, like the Gladiator and the Shinobi are much faster than he is, yeah, you tear him a new one because he can't get around your speed.
You captured Zone C.
Without the ability to block at all, even with timing, it's when he's in that unstoppable mode, it's really, really vulnerable. Holy crap, look at the size of that Raider's axe. In every map there is a battleground type area right in the middle that you have to clear the little minions out before you can take it over. Oh, and another thing that balances out, besides the fact that when he's in offense mode, he cannot block. He also uses up stamina a lot quicker. See, 3 swings and I was out. Get back here. They're actually kicking butt this time. Hey, get back here. Don't you run away from me when I was killing you. Oh yeah, and another balancing thing. When he's in unblockable mode, he cannot run. He has to walk. So an enemy can just go, you know what? I'm not dealing with you, and run off. That aura around me causes the little minions on my side to attack much harder and raises the damage of everyone. This game is actually really, really well balanced, so, you know, it's all good. I didn't get a single revive out of that. That's ridiculous. Oh well. Alright, we're passing up on the hour mark, so I'll state again. This is Nerdarchy Nubs with Nerdarchy.com, for nerds by nerds. We do gaming info of all kinds. We also do live chats, live gaming sessions, etc. You can find us at the YouTube channel Nerdarchy or Nerdarchy.com, which is where I'm one of the writers for. Yeah, I'm doing For Honor today, showing off the Highlander. Don't have to show off the Highlander, I just chose to show off the Highlander. And yeah, it's a fun little game. It's kind of brutal, kind of metal. I noticed in the last round something new I never noticed, which was when I used my inspiration buff, where the Highlander talks to the troops and makes them attack harder. He sat there and actually did a 5-6 second speech in Gaelic, which is pretty interesting. Oh, somebody's a berserker. I love those guys. They're hilarious.
You captured Zone A.
I honestly don't have an opinion on Hearthstone. I have never played it. That being said,
You captured Zone B.
isn't that the card game by Blizzard? Yeah, I should probably stick around and heal a little bit.
Lost Zone A.
Yeah, I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan, so I don't see a problem with it. I think the more games are in the market, the better, due to the fact that the market gets better the more competition there is.
You captured Zone B.
Thank you for finishing him off.
Zone A.
I've never played it, but I have some friends who do, and they say it's a lot of fun. And I trust their opinions, to be honest, because frankly, they tend to like the same things as me. I mean, there's a reason I keep them around, and it's not just because they make a good pork chop. Help at the ramparts. Okay. On my way. I'll probably check it out at some point.
Lost Zone B. You captured Zone A.
I'm actually a fan of League of Legends and stuff like that, so I'm thinking I'm gonna check out Heroes of the Storm sometime soon, which I understand is fairly similar.
You captured Zone B. Done my glass.
I love it when you get it stuck in a combo like that. My roommate refers to that as wiggle dicking.
A. Done lost. Zone A.
Yeah, I'd probably be all over if, I'd get nothing done if they put Heroes of the Storm or League of Legends or Dota on a phone. I would just lose life.
Zone A. Victory.
It's a pretty good round. Wow, I got a lot of XP for that. Mobile gaming. Okay. I'm gonna throw out a free plug here just because I believe in this game so very much. Dungeons of Chaos is great. If you like old school, like Ultima type of games, Dungeons of Chaos is the shiznit. I love it. I spend hours on it. It's ridiculous, and I love the fact that the developer will typically respond to any questions or concerns or anything within an hour if you message him on Facebook. It's great. That being said, not all mobile games are great. Some are boring, some are repetitive or stupid or whatever. But there's a reason why it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Angry Birds is a titan, an unstoppable titan at this point. You can get most of the original Final Fantasies and Dragon Warriors, Dragon Quest, etc. in very accurate developer-made ports now. And that's a wonderful thing. You can run emulators if you're on an Android, because iPhone sucks.
You captured Zone C.
I'm just teasing. I mean, iPhone is a great phone and everything. It's not for me. That being said, there are people who enjoy the hell out of an iPhone. Part of my D&D group, a guy named Eric, he rocks an iPhone, and he's really adept at it. Oh.
Done my glass.
Yeah, I'm rocking a Samsung too.
Done my glass.
You all saw that guy just run from me, right? He saw me and just took off.
Done my glass.
That was hilarious. Some freaking conqueror.
You captured Zone A.
What's your favorite one, Kiro? From the 8-bit era.
lost Zone C.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
You lost Zone
Yeah, I should saw that coming. You know, I gotta go with 8-bit era. I gotta go Dragon Warrior 3. 16-bit, Link to the Past. Or, nah, Super Metroid.
captured Zone A.
Uh, 32-bit, Eternal Champions 2, Challenge from the Dark Side.
You lost Zone C.
Or Escape Velocity. I need to find a port of that. Damn it, the guy got the revive. I need that.
You lost Zone A. You captured Zone C.
Oh yeah. Have you played the Mega Man Classic collections that are here on the PlayStation? I actually did a video on one of them. Went in and played Mega Man 3. Had a lot of fun with it. I think it's an amazing port. Not a direct port, but the slight improvements have been made. Slight.
You lost Zone C.
Here's to hoping nobody revives that. Ooh, shit's hitting the fan over there. So I can do that. Turn that around.
You lost Zone A. You captured Zone C.
Yeah. It's not free, but it's good. Oh, that does remind me. Depending on the sale you can find, this game here that I'm playing is generally found between 20 and 60 bucks. 20 to 60 US dollars. Cannot believe I beat him on the draw on that one. The season pass is, I believe, like 25 bucks, 20 bucks, something like that. And it's gives you all 4 of the expansion characters: Shinobi, Centurion, Highlander, and Gladiator. But it also gives you 2 more that have yet to be announced. Me personally, I think we're going to get a Mongol on the Samurai. I'm not sure, though. And I'm thinking the Vikings are probably going to get a Jarl. Did I just complete all my missions? Yes, I did. Okay, quit to the map. I'm going to show something. For those who don't know, a Jarl is a Viking ruler, warrior. They are typically the biggest and baddest of their particular clan, tribe, depending on who you talk to. Yeah. Alright, so you see how I got blue gear now? Blue gear is higher level and does bigger bonuses. But it also has bigger negatives. So this game always balances itself out. See, I can write, I just can't draw. And therefore I leave drawing to other people. I very much so believe in sticking to what you're good at, playing to your skills. And that and artists are so few and far between that you want to encourage the ones that are actually there, you know? Alright, let's see what we can make of what I bought. Have you thought about getting a tablet? Oh, just look at that. I got one of the average ones. So, some items, instead of giving one big bonus and a big drawback, they do this, where it instead gives a small bonus to everything. Well, it is expensive. That is a truth statement, but it's worth it. I mean, it's kind of an essential thing if you really want to be an artist. Okay, next up. Not a big fan of any of those, stat-wise. True. You might want to look on websites that can provide you one for cheap. There are some. Get a used one. It's always an option. Holy crap, a no-bearded Viking. Or Highlander. That's just weird. Huh. Exhaustion recovery. A huge bonus. Okay, see, that I like. I like the look on that. Everything takes practice, man. I'm sorry for assuming your gender there, but yeah, it just takes practice. I mean, given time, you can figure anything out. Yeah, I know it's antiquated, but it's accurate. You know, I'm a big believer on it though, because there's always something you can improve on. My father used to tell me, any day that you have not learned something is a day you have wasted, and I believe in that. I think that's true. Alright, that's pretty cool looking sword, I think. Now you were asking what steel can buy. Here's some examples of what steel can buy. Gold, steel, whatever. Lighter? Darker? Thinking darker. Almost looks like the tartan for the Clevelands. And that is the tartan for the Bruce. Right there. That is pretty much the tartan. I'll be damned. Alright, so just show you a few things. Let me turn off the effect. Execution. Okay. Every character has multiple ways of taking people out. And you can use steel to buy new ones. They have everyone's got a sports themed emote too. His is golf. You can get animations and stuff that kick off if your character sits still, performs an execution. Does emotes. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. And some of these are really cool. Like, where is it? I think that's funny. He throws a little tantrum. My daughter thinks this is hilarious. I showed her the emotes and only the emotes of the game. Nothing else. Let's see here. Peacekeeper. Yeah. The one my roommate calls the Brotorian, because he's got those, and then alright, I'll go back and I'll show the peacekeepers fatalities in just a second. He just seems like a college frat boy. Yeah. The Asian equivalent of the Peacekeeper. They have almost identical moves, except for one is using a polearm and one dual wields. Ah, that's creepy. This guy's got a few good ones. No, I have never once had any pedophile on the PS4 or anything. And I do let my daughter play on here, but I have it set, actually, since I'm part of the beta for the new network and everything, I have it set with the parental lock. She cannot go online without a password. So, yeah, she's safe. But no, we end up with actually a pretty good community. You know, and that's actually one of the reasons why the president of Sony PlayStation Division stated they aren't willing to do cross-play with Xbox, is because of the fact that they can't protect the community and the audience from the stuff that they've seen on the Xbox and on the PC. You know, all the people talking about fornicating with one's mother, or, you know, making jokes about somebody's sexual orientation or something, and the stalkers and everything else. There's just so much that can go wrong. God, that cracks me up laughing. Anyway, enough showing around. So I'm going to run a skirmish match here since I've shown just about everything else. And after that, I'm going to call this thing into a close. So, yeah. Yeah, I love the PlayStation community, to continue on. I love the fact that people are more friendly, they are less apt to try to screw you over. Even in hacker-heavy communities such as Diablo, there are more friendly hackers than ones that hack to screw you over. Oh, sorry. I do think the community side of things, like the PlayStation communities, the actual tab, the selection thing, needs a little work, but it's all good. I don't know how late it is. Find my phone wherever the hell that is. It is 17:53. No, sun's just setting right here, and it is beating down on me pretty hard. It's hot as hinges Hades here. Let's see how hot it is. It is 82. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. No idea what that is in Celsius. It's never very good at converting the two. Yeah. Lax bag is gonna get reported. Okay, so skirmish. There are no goals. There are just teams. Kill everyone who doesn't have your color. I am on the blue team. Oop. I got jump attacked. That was distinctly unpleasant.
Thank you for watching over me.
And that right there is a power-up, in case anyone's curious. You pick those up, they do various things, like this guy, I can see, has the damage booster. Oop. Which is why he made short work of me. Join for what? Oh, this is going to be my last game anyway, Mini. But feel free to join the Nerdarchy community. We will be happy to play with you anytime. Myself and several others play For Honor. We're going to be picking up Destiny 2 in a couple weeks. Or in a week. Ooh. Why can I not hit you? Anyway, yeah, or you can add me. Like I said, we are nerdarchy.com. My name is Nigel Sanford, or Nerdarchy Nubs. I'm one of the staff writers, senior most staff writer, I might add. Said with a bit of pride. Oh, yeah, sorry, Kiro. Yes, I do have a PC, but I don't typically game on it, to be honest. Partially due to the fact that my 6-year-old has damaged it, and I've not had the time or money to get it repaired currently. I will eventually. I will. Whoa, what the hey? I have never seen that thing before. That was cool. Here, butthead. Took that from me. Like, hardware damage, not software. She dropped it really, really hard, and the motherboard's cracked. And I've been able to keep it together enough that I can continue to write my articles. But anything that pushes it, tends to flip out. Really, dude? It's a matter of money, dude. I won't go into personal reasons, but I've had to take care of family with my funds as of late, and so that's where my money goes. I just got kneed in the face to death. That's kind of impressive. Really, dude?
Victory!
I did not do well that round. I was kicking butt earlier, but that didn't work. Alright, anyway. What is a harvest bonus? Yeah. Oh well. Anyway. That was a skirmish. Elimination's roughly the same thing, except for it goes rounds instead of just a constant death fest. In answer to Kiro, do you stream TM? What is TM? I'll be happy to answer that as long as I know what TM is. Oh, tomorrow? Nah, I most likely won't. I've got my day job tomorrow. Like I've stated before, my day job is contract security. Plus, I've got to get a article out to my editor, Doug, for Nerdarchy.com. We'll be talking about 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Specifically, this week, my subject is a homebrew that I found somebody did. It's actually really, really well done for the Sword Mage, which is bringing a 4th edition character into the 5th edition, which is really nice. I might hop on for an hour or two with my roommate and play some For Honor tomorrow. But Monday is really just a day I typically I'm not on very much. Tuesday I'll probably be on though. As of now, we don't have a set schedule. I'm talking to my editor, Doug, and the guys over at Nerdarchy about doing this once a week or so. And today we filmed 2 just because I wanted to have them in the back pocket type of thing. Earlier we did Orcs Must Die, as you well know. Anyway, I'm gonna be wrapping this one around, wrapping this up, and so yeah. Couple things I didn't show is the fact that this game does have a single player mode. It's actually pretty good. It's not very long, but it is well done. The last fight's a pain in the butt. You can play 2-player in the offline mode for the storyline, but not 3-player or 4-player. You don't have to be online to play that, as far as I know. What happens in the single-player mode is separate from the multiplayer, etc. The interface is totally different. As a matter of fact, I'll go show you story mode. Samurai. See, you go through chapters, and each one, based on which chapter you're in, is what character you're going to be playing. So you don't really get to choose. You get to choose difficulty, which, and then you get only 2 power-ups, which you unlock as you level up. So, yeah. Oop. What'd I do? What'd I do? Press the wrong button. Oh, okay. Anyway, so that's the story mode. It's, if you've ever played the old Lord of the Rings games on Xbox One, Xbox the original, or PlayStation 2, it's very, very similar to those games. The quick match is exactly that. It's just get in there. Doesn't really matter. Just go blow off some steam and kill some stuff. Custom matches allow you to play against your friends and everything in matches that you design. You design the rules. You can have one-on-one Dominion matches. You can have, you can do a skirmish with a set amount of deaths. You can do all sorts of things. It's actually pretty fun. Certain maps have certain environmental factors like spikes you can push them into. There's fires, there's oil, lava. He showed that you can punch or push somebody into lava. It's a lot of fun. There is multi-tiered fights. There's one scene where you're in this Japanese tower, and it's really cool because you can see them on the map where the enemies are, but you don't know what floor they're on, and they can come out of nowhere, and it's a lot of fun. There is siege weapons. Those suck. I don't think they were done right, because they really need like a limited ammo type of situation, or some way to control, because as it is now, you get people who sit there on the siege weapons and that's all they do. They never leave them. It's very irritating. There's day and night effects, there's weather effects, there's all sorts of things. It's a great game. And when you really break it down, it's essentially a medieval fighting game, showing that a medieval third-party or third-person view fighting game can succeed. My friend Avery referred to it as a melee Call of Duty. It's a great game. I strongly suggest picking it up. It's, depending on when you pick it up, it can be anywhere from $20 to $60. Season Pass, which is very much so worth it, is about $20, $25, depending on where you are. Um, I would love to see these characters get built into a 5th edition module. I've stated that to the other Nerdarchy people a few times. I think that would be really cool. Other than that, yeah, we're going to be signing off here. So, yeah, this is Nerdarchy Snubs for nerdarchy.com, for nerds, by nerds. We do gaming information, live plays of both tabletop, Dungeons & Dragons type games, and video games as well. We also sit around and just talk about everything nerdy. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Google+, as well as nerdarchy.com itself, where I'm a writer on there, and the Nerdarchy community on PlayStation here. So yeah, that's us. And for nerdarchy.com, this is Nerdarchy Snubs saying, stay nerdy.